Hello and welcome to Infinite Deer, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Today we will be playing, quite obviously, Looney Tunes, the role-playing system. No, we are going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons, and we are playing the 5th edition of the game because 3.5 books are rare and expensive on eBay. My name is Sam Went, and I will be your Dungeon Master. And I think we should go around the table and introduce our players. So, starting from my left, we have...
Hi, I'm Lachlan. I'm going to be playing the character of Chad F. Blazer. Chad is a level 1 paladin, human. He's lawful good. He's all about just panning down ice-cold brewskis with his buds. He's meant to do some adventuring stuff as well, but I don't think he's particularly interested in that. Chad is actually on this adventure because he started Paladin College and he got most of the way through it before he realised he wanted to see the world and really discover himself. So he went on a gap year. He's been on this gap year for 5 years now, and people are starting to wonder whether Chad knows what time is.
I'm going to assume no, and that's canon now. Okay, going across the table, we have...
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm going to be playing the character of Merrielle. I'm a half-elf ranger. I'm actually a cousin of Chad Blazer. I super like insects, and there are 151 super rare insects across the globe that I want to catch that are legally different from any existing franchise.
Okay.
And I also have a pet rat called Sneaky-Poo who helps me catch these insects. I'm a ranger, I am neutral good, and I just took Chad Blazer's opportunity of taking his gap years as trying to catch all these insects.
Because you're his cousin, you're going with him, yeah?
Yes,
okay.
we're quite good buds.
Normally when someone does a familiar, I ask them to describe their familiar, but I can't imagine any rat looking any different from any other rat.
I mean, it's a normal rat, it's yellow, but it's a rat all the same.
I didn't know it was yellow, I'm going to make a note of that one. Okay, and next to Mary we have...
Hi, I'm George, and I am playing Beau Vine, who is a hill dwarf cleric. Level 1, he was but a humble cow milker until one day he was visited by Mithras, the god of justice and cattle as well. Not making this up, genuine deity. And then Mithras told him to slaughter the cow and cut off its testicles, and so Beau did, and that's how Beau lost his job. Since then, Beau has been on a quest. The actual farm he was on was one of Chad Blazer's family farms, so he met up with Chad Blazer to go on a quest for justice and killing cows.
To make it even more strange, I'm going to point out for the audience that Mithras is not an actually existing god in the D&D world, but was an actual Roman god of justice and cattle.
And is always depicted as killing a cow while a scorpion cuts off his testicles.
Actual human beings who lived worshipped this god of justice and cattle. Sitting across us on the table is our Rules monster, which is Alex. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm not playing a character. I'm just going to be doing sound, looking at rules, and maybe occasionally making sassy comments.
He is very sassy. Okay.
He's the sound bitch. Is what he is.
Yeah, that's all I am.
Yeah, you got to remember, he can edit this, so...
Oh, right.
So, if throughout this entire podcast Mary just occasionally farts, you will know why. Okay, guys, we ready to crack on with the story?
Yeah!
Let's go for it.
Yeah! Okay, you guys have just left the great city of Carusa, and you are walking through a forest along what is called the Great East Road. It is early evening and the sun is starting to set. There's an amber light on the countryside, and in the distance you can see huge mountains, vegetation dominating the horizon. The wide stone road you're on comes out of the forest, and we see our heroes, Chad, Merrielle, and Beau Vine, naked as the day they were born.
Oh.
This is a cool
No, this is a regular Saturday night for me.
As you were going along the Great East Road, you were set upon by a highwayman. This highwayman agreed to let you go, but only if you could tell him the location of the man with the crimson coat. Not knowing what the hell this meant, the highwayman proceeded to take your clothes, weapons, gold, and anything else you were carrying.
Jeez.
You are completely naked coming out of this woods.
Why did he take my clothes? They wouldn't fit him. I'm a dwarf. Bit nippy out here, eh?
No, you see, this is the problem with this part of this country. It's just full of perverts. They roam the streets and they steal your clothes. It's happened to me several times. Occasionally I just give them away.
So, bruised, butt naked, and probably a little pissed off. You are coming out of this forest and you see a small cluster of buildings, possibly a town or village ahead of you.
I would also like to point out how uncomfortable I am considering I'm with my cousin right now.
I wonder how comfortable Chad F. Blazer is right now.
Chad F. Blazer is, well, he's comfortable in his own skin. Let's put it that way. He's not a man who is poorly endowed.
That makes me more uncomfortable.
We'll see about that, shall we, Chad? Chad is not well endowed.
Mithras, bless me with the power of the cock. I would like to look down and look how well endowed I am.
I rolled a 1.
Mithras, you have not blessed me.
No, it's okay, dude. It's cold out here.
That's definitely it.
Okay, so our male hero is slightly embarrassed and it is cold out here. It's getting towards night, it probably is. You see the cluster of buildings ahead of you. What guys would you like to do?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but although I am comfortable standing here butt naked, and a cool chick could come along and like see me, and then we'd like totally get it on.
Ew.
Why don't we go to that town and see if we can like get some clothes or something for free?
I correct in thinking we're standing in a forest right now.
Well, yeah, if you see the trees and then the
Oh,
grass.
right, I thought so.
You're standing on the edge of a forest. You've just exited the forest along the road.
Right, well, you go to buildings. I'm going to try and find some really large leaves in this forest. I would like to scamper around and try and desperately find some large leaves.
I too would like to find a really large leaf. Really large.
Bo knows he doesn't need a really large leaf.
This blade of grass will do.
Amazingly, you fail to find
Oh,
leaves
jeez.
that you rolled really low. You failed to find leaves that could sufficiently cover you.
Well, one thing left to do. Rock up into town, butt naked.
Whilst Farrah's searching around for leaves, Chad Blazer's having none of this. I would like to stride into town.
geez.
Long strides as well, like really long, almost lunges if you will. Just lunge into town. And Chad has got golden flowing hair, the physique of a god, and he knows
No, he
this.
doesn't. I rolled for this. Well, he's probably quite well built. He does not have a large member.
Yeah, no, if we're talking about Greek gods, they often did have
Teeny
cold
tiny
extremities. Yes, thank you.
Okay, as you walk into town, you don't really see anyone around. Most of the buildings look abandoned, some are boarded up. The only building of real significance is a huge coaching inn.
A huge.
A huge coaching inn.
Huge. Right,
It
okay.
looks like the town grew up around this coaching inn.
It's interesting
There
that we're
are-
finding something huge. Just...
Yeah. I mean, compared to Chad, anything. Compared to Bo, even more so. But no, there are large stables which are all empty. But there is a light on in the coaching inn.
Right, I'd like to walk up outside the window which has a light on,
Yeah.
and you shout, "Yo, dude, is anyone in there?"
You see a man in a sort of coat and a tricorn hat standing at the bar, and he looks up at the window, looks not shocked. If anything, he looks like he has seen this too much. He opens the door, he leans out and says, "Well, howdy, friend. Why don't you come in here? I've got something to cover you." He actually runs back into the coaching and comes back out with a tablecloth, which he hands you.
Can
Right.
I immediately run up behind Chad Blazer and just be like, me too.
Well, I'm sure I've got tablecloths for all of you. Come on in, warm yourselves by the fire.
Oh, thank God, thank you very much.
Dude, that's so nice of you, like, legit though.
Well, my job is hospitality, so I like to be hospitable.
So, why is it so quiet around here?
Oh, we've had terrible luck recently. We are a trading town. We rely on people coming through on their way through the mountains, and, well, this highwayman showed up. We've had problems with them before, but this one seems possessed of some strange magical powers and keeps asking people about a man with a crimson coat, and he's essentially cut off all trade through the town. He manages to get everyone who comes through here. Everyone gets robbed, and eventually they just stop coming. The town's dying.
I think that's the one who stole our clothes.
I mean, probably. You are not the first naked strangers to rock up at my inn.
No, I don't think we'd fall for that.
He even took my pants.
Dwarf friend, would you also like a tablecloth?
I would love one, please. I've been standing here starkers for 10 minutes now.
Give him a flannel.
I can tell it's cold? Come in, warm yourselves by the fire. My name is Gary.
Did Gary just take a sneaky peek?
Do you accept his offer of tablecloths and a fire?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Chad fashions it into almost like a toga.
Oh, that's good.
Toga.
I fashion it into quite a fashionable, like, halter necky thing. No,
It's
I
a-
literally
it's
just
a
wrap it around
tablecloth.
myself. Yeah, no, I
It's a-
literally just wrap it around
I mean,
myself.
I
don't
would
do
have made
anything
you roll
like
highs or lows, and it would have been a hard one.
that. No, I just literally wrap it around.
I think the mayor will be along in a second. He does like to make a personal appearance to travellers. I mean, since we get so few here these days because of the highwaymen.
Someone should do something about this highwayman. Looks like he could do with either a good deal of justice or a good deal of cattle.
Yeah, but like maybe in exchange for a monetary value or perhaps ice cold brewskis.
As you are warming yourselves by the fire, a slightly plumpish, round-faced man in a green frock coat and tricorn hat comes in and says, "Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, it's happened again.
What has?
Has Gary not explained to you about the highwayman?
Oh, yes.
What highwayman?
The one who... I'm sorry, sir, is the highwayman gone? Are you naked for some other reason?
No. I got robbed.
He is a terror to the town, but... Look, you three look like you can handle yourselves.
I don't know where you're getting that evidence from, bro, but I like your attitude.
Our town is in desperate need of aid. If you good gentle folk and gentle ladies would...
And rat! I have a rat.
Okay. I was going to say that could bring down property prices, but let's be fair, there's not a lot lower they can go.
I just didn't want you to ignore the rat. He gets his feelings hurt by that, so yeah.
Yeah, dude, I mean, word wise, don't ignore the rat.
The mayor uneasily tries to stroke the rat.
No, it likes you, see? Why people are so afraid of my rat?
Your character is so annoying.
Because it's vermin.
No, it's not!
Literally vermin.
No, it's not. You're
Literally.
hurting his
I mean,
feelings.
I would say that it's a gross thing to carry around, but that guy literally has bull testes around his neck, so...
Did my
Anyway.
ball testes get nicked?
Your ball testes have been stolen by the
No,
highwayman.
the source of my power!
Is that really the source of your power?
Wait a minute, I was a cow milker. How did I get these testes? Never mind.
You've only just realised this now. But you strapping young lads and lasses, would you be so good as to perhaps deal with this highwayman, save our town?
Well, you're in luck, because although it may not look like we are a confident band of adventurers, we are in fact the merry few.
Huzzah!
Heroes for hire, or mercenaries, depends what you want to call us, but we don't care as long as we get paid.
Well, mercenaries would be the usual term, I mean. So, highwayman saving us from. Would you be interested in the job?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Have you heard of these rare insects that you can collect globally?
I'm afraid I haven't.
You haven't? Oh my god, they're really cool.
Oh no,
I've
she
collect-
started again.
God.
Someone stop her.
I've managed to collect a few myself. There are 151.
Oh no, she's going to show them to you.
They're really cool. This one is a gold.
Wait.
The highwayman took his testicles and all of my clothes. They have 100% stolen all of your bugs.
Are there any bugs on this route that you're going to take us on, or we have got to go on?
The mayor looks at you puzzled and says, "There's an ant's nest near where the bakers used to live."
Done! I'm there. Let's go. What are we doing?
Right, so actually, we don't just want to be paid in bugs. We are heroes, and we're here to save people like yourselves from highwaymen who we now have a personal grudge against. But
Good, I would very like to be saved from a highwayman.
would there be any like Chad does this sort of rubbing gesture between his fingers?
The
A
man-
finger like the money gesture, you know that one.
Oh,
That
I
kind
was
of
thinking
rubbing.
That kind of rubbing, not like-
No, I'm not. I'm not
Like-
calling the mayor a tosser.
The mayor says, well, as you can see, the tax take has been a little low lately since most people have left. I mean, I suppose I could round up a few gold, and we will of course provide you with some armour and some weapons for your journey. The captain of the town guard doesn't need them anymore, but
No questions about that!
Yeah, no, I mean, I need a new hammer. if you have one of those. Yeah, sure. I mean, we're gonna try and find this fucker anyway and kill him. So
Yeah.
why not do it? Why not help you?
Wonderful, wonderful. He starts making those little claps like an aristocrat who's happy.
Like Mr. Burns.
Like some of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Adorable. He's excited.
For the people at home, you have no idea what I did, but imagine a happy aristocrat.
Brilliant! And we're going to get paid because praying to the cow god doesn't buy diapers. I would like to shout, "Praise Mithras!" Put 2 horns on my head and pray and go, moo!
He does that sometimes, just to let you know. He's okay.
The mayor looks... He has an expression on his face that seems to say, I have no better options.
Yeah, and I'm sure whatever god it is which I support also wants to do this. Honestly, I should have paid more attention to Paladin School. But...
I feel like you're just on general quite good terms with most of them.
I know that there's one god I'm meant to like, and like all the other ones I'm not meant to like, but I cannot remember which one it is.
Did you not read any of the essays
Whoa,
I wrote
whoa,
for
whoa.
you?
Read. What does that mean?
Right, anyway. I want to get my insects back.
Okay,
Let us embark.
with a detour past the ant nest for Merrielle,
Yes.
he takes you to the house that once belonged to Benedict, the guard captain.
Once belonged. Still no questions there.
I mean, I would be happy to answer them if you had any questions.
So,
No.
we've got no questions about this mysterious empty ghost house.
Who's Benedict the Guard?
No! We don't care!
He was captain of the town guard. He went after the highwayman and he died. There's not a lot more to that story.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, he didn't come back. I'm assuming dead.
Now, you see, it's important to learn lessons from the past, and so what we should do is perhaps not die.
Okay, he takes you into a sort of little weapon store that Benedict had. You see some short swords, a couple of spears, there's a short bow, a chain shirt, a lot of leather armour, a couple of health potions.
Alright, so I would like to go and pick up the chain shirt and try it on for size.
It miraculously fits.
Was there plate or like heavy armour?
There's no plate, there's just leather armour.
I will wear leather!
As
I guess.
Can I also wear leather armour?
You can also wear leather armour.
Everyone's wearing leather. Onward, gimps! Well, I think I would like to say, I think I know what mistake Benedict made. He left all his weapons behind. The fool!
Can I have the short bow, please?
You can have a short bow, please. Add that to your weapons.
Wicked.
Are there any shields in the room?
There are no shields.
Damn it.
Are there any hammers or like similar things?
There's a couple of short swords. There's some spears. Do you want to fight? Can you fight with a spear?
I do not think so.
What are your proficiencies?
Martial simple.
You can fight with anything in this room.
Sick. I would like to fight with a... What would you like, actually?
I would like the biggest sword I could find in there, which I imagine is a short sword.
I will have the spear then!
There's
Alright.
another short sword if you want a short sword.
I will tie the short sword to the end of a spear!
You create an
Compensating.
unwieldy contraption,
Well,
but it
I'll have
works.
the short sword in one hand and the spear in the other hand.
I assume you're taking the 2 health potions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Who is carrying those?
Just in case.
Yeah, actually, no, you should have the 2 health
Alright.
potions because you're the only person who can't heal themselves.
Okay, so you have your equipment. Is the mayor is standing there looking expectantly at you. Is there anything you'd like to ask him?
So, whilst normally Chad's strategy for finding things is to wander aimlessly until eventually I find something I can kill, fuck, or drink.
The mayor looks nervous.
Oh my.
I'm gonna do all 3 with you. In an order that would surprise you.
So,
That's not legal.
Yes, you're right. Now let's go murder this highwayman.
Mayor dude, do you know which way the highwayman tends to strike from?
Benedict, God rest his soul, believed the highwayman was hiding in an old mill. There's a river that runs south of the town, and if you follow that, you'll find it. And if Benedict is correct, and I'm assuming he was, because he didn't come back, then you should be able to find the highwayman there.
I have an idea.
What?
So this highwayman, he lives on highways as well, right? What if one of us pretended to be a super wealthy traveller? Then the highwayman robs them, and then as the highwayman's robbing them, we spring out and surprise the mofo.
How are we going to pretend to be super rich when we've got fuck all on us?
He won't know that until he gets close.
Right,
Or we
so
can just break into his mill.
So, okay, we have two possible strategies here. Either we have the Brady Muck sneak attack strategy, where I pretend to be really fancy aristocrat guy, because I mean, let's be honest, I'm the guy who'd do that. And the other strategy, where we find this guy's house, break and enter, and then beat him to death in his sleep. So,
We huff and we puff and we beat him to death.
I have another idea. Right, as I read lots of books, as you know. And
yeah, I know, and I do not care.
in one of the books, there was a really, really good quote, and it said, "Do not chase the butterfly, mend your own garden, and let the butterfly come to you." Why don't we build our own highway?
This is why we keep you around. You're the brains of the outfit.
Exactly.
The mayor looks at you, terrified and confused. I mean, we've got a highway.
Well,
We
can
quite
we
like it.
Dude, can we borrow it?
I mean, no.
No, just lend it to us for like a second. We'll find this guy.
Oh yeah, maybe let's do that. That would probably take less time.
I say that we steal the highway.
Good idea.
We
Good
steal the
idea.
highway, we'll have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Personally, my idea is I like both of the plans.
Yes.
Actually, all three of the plans. Forgot about your plan
Yeah.
of making a highway.
Yeah.
The mayor pops up. I do not like her plan.
Listen, we're not talking to you. This is private Merry Few talk. So what we do is we actually do a combination of the plans. I dress up as an aristocrat, and then we walk along this highway, which we borrowed from you, Mr. Mayor. And then when the guy attacks me, we attack him back, we bind him, we take him to his mill, and then we beat him to death in the mill.
And then we build a highway.
Yeah,
I like it.
right, I think we go with that plan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would you like to care to borrow some of my clothes? I'm probably the closest thing left in the town to an aristocrat.
Get naked.
I have spares.
No, there's no shame amongst us bros. You're part of a team now. Get naked.
Do it for the lads!
I am going to close my eyes because I feel awkward.
Okay.
Listen, there's no time to waste. He could be getting away right now.
Please make a persuasion check.
Chad,
Get your dick out for the
Chat.
highwayman.
Chad is surprisingly persuasive. 16.
Could you please turn around?
No, listen, bro. This is like the locker rooms. We're just gonna whip each other with towels, and you're gonna get butt fucking naked.
I'm going to
So,
turn around.
as the mysterious ghost has just said, no homo.
The strange homophobic ghost that follows around.
The hot.
No gay marriage. Ooh.
The schizophrenic voice in your head.
The mayor, shaking, starts to remove his jacket.
Da, 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 da.
No, I'm afraid I can't do it. He puts his clothes back on.
I'm in the
Okay.
corner stroking Sneaky Poo, by the way. My rat.
Is that...
Not.
Are you sure?
Merrielle is in the corner stroking her rat. Nothing funny about that.
Right, fine. If you're gonna be a massive pussy about it, go and get some spares.
The mayor hurries away and he comes back.
No, we totally just bred that guy out. High five.
For those of you listening at home, to simulate the sound of a high five, Lachlan just clapped.
Which means he also left me hanging.
This is a high-tech studio.
Okay, the mayor returns with a bundle of, I won't say sort of noble, but reasonably nice merchant clothes.
Brilliant.
I would like to put them on over the chainmail, so they look kind of bulky.
Okay, it actually doesn't look too bad, because although you're wearing armour, the mayor is quite fat.
Oh, fatty. Sorry, that was meant to be an internal thought.
So
It's true. You have titties like a girl.
the mayor looks embarrassed and sad. The mayor is starting to regret his decision.
No, it's just banter, you know.
Another word for bullying. Right. Shall we away to kill this highwayman?
Yeah, yes, I mean, it's night. If you want to stay the night here, you can. Or do you want to go out at night?
No, you see, I'm thinking this highwayman, maybe he's a night highwayman as well. Like, in his spare time. Highwayman, also night highwayman.
Okay, so I'm still in the corner playing with Sneaky Poo, and when you say night and stuff, I'm like, night? You know some bugs come out at night?
I hate you. Right, let's go.
Let's go!
Okay, so you're going along the road. How are you making yourself look like a noble?
I'm going to be walking along the road doing what Chad views as a nobleman's walk, which is a lot of swinging his hips. Just a lot of real sort of swing to it.
Okay.
Like a salsa dance.
Like a salsa dancer. I'm salsa dancing down the highway, saying, yo, I have so much gold and wealth upon me. I sure do enjoy these night walks I take.
Are we sneaking behind, like
Yeah, we're
stealth-like?
sneaking in the woods alongside. We're
My
sneaking there.
favourite terrain is grassland. Is there any grass nearby that I could sneak in?
Well, not tall grass, but there's some grass by the side of the road.
I
with the tree.
crawl in the grass, all sneaky-like.
You do not hide yourself well. So, remind me again what you're doing to look like a noble?
So I'm sort of doing a sort of swishing hip, hands on hips. I'm trying to get the cape to move as much as possible because I think that's a noble thing to do. And I am saying, yo, look at all this land which I own or will own or possibly could own. I sure I'm heavy because of this gold and not chainmail.
I sure hope no one steals from me, because that'd be super inconvenient right now.
You look like fantasy bourgeois Batman. Highs or lows?
Give me some of that high action.
As you are walking down the road, you suddenly hear behind you the sound of a gun clicking. Stand and deliver your money or your life.
Oh no, I am being robbed by a highwayman. I turn to face who has said this.
You see a man dressed all in sort of black clothes, black frock coat, black waistcoat, black tricorn hat. Looks a bit like, have you seen Poldark?
I have
Yes,
not, I have
I
not
have.
seen Poldark.
Okay, or the guy who played the vampire in the early series of Being Human. He's so sexy. He's super sexy. He's got
Yep.
long black hair, fashion stubble. If you're imagining Dick Turpin, but hot as hell, that's what you've got.
So what we
That
have
is
here...
one hot dick.
Damn, you beat me to it.
Sorry. I always beat you to the dick, sorry.
And he is holding a flintlock pistol.
Oh no, woe is me, I am being robbed.
He looks at you and says, "Wait, I've robbed you before, haven't I?"
Surprise! And I would like to try and headbutt him.
Okay.
But the man with the gun.
This can only end well.
I would also like to get stuck in at this point, but
I would like to stand up and point my arrow to him.
shoot him.
Okay.
No, just point. Aggressively point your
You're
arrow
even in the
at
bow.
him.
Yeah.
To the people at home, we are miming pointing an arrow, just holding it in your hand.
Like a wand from
Okay,
Harry Potter.
Much like a wand.
I'm pointing my arrow as hard as I can.
Okay, he manages to dodge out of the way of your headband and says, "Alright, I've robbed you 3 already."
3? So has he seen us yet?
Wait, she's just stood up and pointed an arrow at him.
I haven't seen
Does he say-
Bovine though,
I
has
would-
he?
He assumes Bovine is also
Oh.
there.
I-
He recognises you.
Okay, because I would like to come charging out the forest with horns up, shouting, "Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out!" And I would like to swing my, I would like to like shove my spear into him.
Okay, are we going to initiative?
I would like to.
Yeah, we're not
Looks like it.
messing around with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do not care what he has to say.
Fantastic.
I've tried to attach the spear to like the top of my head, much like a pair of horns.
Since you ran out screaming, you don't get a bonus attack round against him, and he won the initiative order, so he is going to shoot you.
Well, he's got to hit me first.
Okay?
I have a feeling he's pretty good at this.
He hits you.
Okay. Can't shoot me. I'm a.
A bullet leaves his gun and hits you square in the chest for 10 damage.
Oh, bugger.
You go down.
No, I don't. I've got 12.
You fall on the ground.
Oh,
You
okay.
fall on your back.
Okay, sorry.
He looks at Bo, bleeding from the chest, and says, "Like I say, I have robbed the 3 of you today, and I'm willing to let you live and keep your possessions. If you can tell me the location of the man in the crimson coat." Who is the man in the crimson coat? How will Bo cope with being shot in the chest? And will Merrielle get to build her highway? Find out in the next exciting installment of Infinite Deer, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast.
Thank you for listening to Infinite Deer. To celebrate our launch, we're holding a competition from February the 26th till March the 12th, 2018. There are 6 prizes to be won, ranging from your very own set of polyhedral dice to a personal shout-out at the end of our show. To enter, all you need to do is rate, review and subscribe to us on iTunes. More details can be found at infinitedeer.wordpress.com. Good luck!